Hi Don, thanks a lot for recording this quick video with me. I would love to start maybe with your introduction. If you could introduce yourself, tell a little bit what you do, then we'll jump directly to DataDoe.
No, it's great. It's great meeting you. And just a little bit of background. So I run kind of a boutique Amazon consulting agency that comes out of my past experience. I spent about 3 decades in industry and then got into the Amazon world early on, 2012 maybe, and realized it was basically a buyer search engine, and had my own products, ran my own business for a while with Amazon products, and then eventually just started consulting because people would ask me what I do, and I would share with them I was doing Amazon. And over the years, I've taken some of that Amazon experience and my past business experience and combined them. So my boutique firm, basically, we have traditional Amazon clients, but I also work with private equity firms and acquisition groups that go out and look for Amazon acquisitions, relatively small companies that are doing this. And so it's kind of a unique process. I'm a one-man shop, but I'm managing multiple accounts for different types of clients, both direct business owners and companies that have a portfolio of Amazon businesses.
Got it. I mean, you said you're with the Amazon from very early days, so you definitely seen a lot how it changed, also like different tools. And now with the whole AI revolution, you actually started using DataDoe. So I would love to basically know, how did you find us? Where did you decide to actually start using DataDoe? And also then later, I would love to hear how you are using it.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting journey. I feel like I know you because I've watched a bunch of your early Amazon videos when you were talking about, setting up SP-API, being able to access that and the ads. And, I wouldn't say I'm very technical, but I'm technical enough to kind of like follow those videos. I signed up for one of the Deltologic courses and tried to build that out myself. And, I kept getting denied for SP-API and eventually just built an automation through make.com that basically was as generic as you can get and just was making API calls. Building that infrastructure was a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. I would screw something up and I'd have to go through every one of the scenarios I built. And so I had been constantly looking for tools, and I've used a bunch of them. There's other people out there doing stuff that's similar, but at some point either was a video of yours or maybe it was one of the emails because I was still on the email list, and I saw DataDoe and I was like, okay, wait, this might actually be a better solution, particularly because, as I mentioned, I'm managing a bunch of accounts and a lot of your competitors price differently based on that. And so I was able to load in all my accounts. I'd signed up for the trial, did it, and during the trial was when you guys launched Actions, and that was like a game changer. Right? Because I went from what I've been doing, which was collecting data and dumping it in BigQuery and databases, and then trying to write reports and dashboards off of that, to actually just 100% using Claude to effectively create whole plans, action plans for an account. And like just simply on ads, like taking an account, saying that, maybe I've managed it for a year or two and saying, hey, here's my overall strategy. Here's the things I haven't been able to do with the DataDoe actions. Am I now capable? And virtually everything I've tried to do has worked. I've been able to pull the data, analyze the data, use really the power of AI to be the brains behind that, and then make massive improvements in the accounts I'm managing just in the last 6 weeks.
That's actually really amazing. And, I'm very happy to hear all of it. Also that you decided to try the actions. Actually, this feature was really hard for us to release because initially in our roadmap, I said, hey, we are not going to do any actions because, we've been working with the Amazon SP-API and ads, and always like pushing stuff to Amazon was quite tough. They were sometimes rejecting you with like no reason and so on. And now with the AI, if you just say something to Claude like, hey, optimize my whole account, it could really mess your account. So we really did it carefully, first with like the alpha release with just few users. Now it's actually fully live, but I'm very happy to hear that you actually started also using them. It's just crazy to see, especially a person like you being so many years with the Amazon, now managing multiple accounts and still like a one-man shop doing all of it with the power of AI. This is just insane, actually.
I will tell you, 6 months ago, I was thinking I'm going to have to bring staff on. And between DataDoe and being able to use that in an AI tool like Claude Code, it's a complete game changer. I tested it out on a couple of my core clients that, that are very comfortable with me being on the cutting edge of AI and, know that like, hey, I may screw something up, but we're going to use Claude. And within 2 weeks, I had reports that I've never had before. I had data analysis I've never had before. I'm able to take slices of data that were doable before, but would have taken hours in an Excel spreadsheet to kind of produce. Take all that information, generate a PDF or a dashboard that's pulling data directly from DataDoe. It's phenomenal what I can get accomplished now. And now I'm moving to the point where I'm using more of an agentic approach where the AI and I review, once a week, every single account. What's our action plan? What are we going to test this week? And then it comes back in a report that says this test won, this test didn't win, or this one's inconclusive. We need to keep running it. It's phenomenal what you can get done. I think it makes small boutique agencies like mine very, very competitive in today's world.
That's awesome. And, I'm very happy to hear about all of the use cases that you are doing with DataDoe. For me, this is like, the best feeling in the world that we really delivered the tool that is helping people like you with the automation, that you don't have to worry about all of the stuff on the Amazon side with the rate limits, data that is not always the best, but basically you just go purely with the AI and just automate all of your business, and you can do it just on your own. So that's crazy. And just wanted to say thanks for using and for trusting us and for recording this one with me today.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. And by the way, your support team's amazing. So every question or issue I've had, I think you've been copied on a lot of them. They're so responsive, and I'll identify an issue and within hours there's adjustments made, or I get feedback on what I need to do differently. So I really do appreciate that. That responsiveness is unique.
Glad to hear that. Thanks a lot, Don.
Thank you.